Dad, how do you not make yourself miserable when you're buying a house?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Lauren. I was just thinking about that. Here's the deal. It's Chris Sanderson, by the way, TechSavvyLender.com. When I used to be a realtor, before I was a lender, I was a realtor for 7 years.
Oh, yeah?
And don't do that. That messes up the video. All right, so here's the thing. People would constantly, they would go and look at 50 houses, first-time home buyers in particular. They would look at 50 houses, and then after they had looked at 50, which included dumps, and houses with broken foundations, houses with where you had to walk through one bedroom to get to another bedroom, houses where the roof was shot, houses where the neighbors were drug houses. They would look at all those houses and then they would find the perfect house. And at that point, that's when they'd bring mom and dad. And they say, hey, mom and dad, come look, we found the perfect house. It's only $80,000. We love everything about it, and it's a great deal. So then mom and dad would come over and check out the house, but mom and dad hadn't seen the other 50 dumps. So they would invariably say, oh, I'm not sure, it's not in that good a condition, maybe you ought to keep looking. Why would they say that? Well, real simple. It's a lot of pressure on mom and dad. They don't want their kids to make a bad decision, but they haven't seen what else is available. And frankly, the last time mom and dad bought a house was 20 years ago. So the house that the kids think is a good deal at $80,000, mom and dad think ought to cost $40,000. So of course they say keep looking, and that frustrates everybody. And then the people, they don't know whether to buy or not buy. So hey, don't do that. If you're going to get somebody's opinion when you're buying a house, have them come from the beginning. Have them look at every house with you, and then when you find the perfect house, they'll know it's the perfect house. Tip of the day, Chris Sanderson, TechSavvyLender.com. Talk to you later.